Good morning. It's turned out nice again. It's Wednesday actually. It's better on a Friday when you do that because what you do is you do this. You go, good morning. It's turned out nice again. Motherfuck's Friday. You see what I mean? But don't work with it. It's Wednesday the 6th of July, 2022. And you're watching KopTalk.tv and I'm in a good mood. Can you tell? And look, the obesity is kicking in. It's boiling in here. I am on the Mediterranean though, guys. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yeah. How many of them Twitter twats are in it? Don't matter. So, Twitter twats, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Right, so, Jude Bellingham, right? Okay. First of all, my opinion, and it's only an opinion, is I think Liverpool Football Club want Jude Bellingham. And I also think Jude Bellingham wants Liverpool Football Club. Right, that's what I think. I know, but I don't want to sound like one of them. Right, I think that Liverpool Football Club have tracked Jude Bellingham for a number of years. Okay, so each year at this Donald Trump, China, at this time of the season, not the season, the summer window. Right? No, I need to rephrase this. Forget the date. The date is irrelevant. During the summer windows, every year, when we believe that the transfer incomings are done, that the business is done, people are obviously like, I wish there was one more, I wish we'd have got whoever, right? Okay, and never rule it out. All right, the recruitment department are still active at the moment, right? So that's what people are saying. They've not stood down. That doesn't mean anything's going to happen. It just means that they're keeping an eye on certain players to see if there's an opportunity comes up, and it can happen. All right, it can happen. It doesn't mean it will happen. So what happens is every year, all right, and trust me, it's been like this for decades. When you think, or we think collectively, that the transfer window is, the incoming business is done, some Liverpool fans start to wish something. All right. So, say for example, Jude Bellingham. So a lot of people go, "Oh, Jude Bellingham. I wonder if we could get him in." All right. And they start to talk about it so much on an individual basis, and they start to want it so much, and they start to read so much about it. They start to believe their own shit. Right. So they start with their own question. Oh, I wonder if we could sign Jude Bellingham. And then before you know it, right, within a week or a few days, they're telling people we're going to sign Jude Bellingham, all right? And they kind of wish it to happen, all right? And we're in that period now. I discussed this on the members' website about a week ago, something like that, right? And it's like a cautionary thing, like, because people say, oh, have you seen all the speculation about this? And I'm like, well, just be careful, because we're in that period now where we think we've done all our incoming business. So you get people now that are wishing it to happen, wishing something to happen. And people obviously wish the Jude Bellingham situation to happen, to materialise, to come. I was about that. To come to Liverpool, for it to come to fruition. So, no, that was Tommy Cooper, wasn't it? Just like it. Fucking hell, what a mix-up. So, people are wishing the Jude Bellingham thing, right? So then what they do is they get so caught up in their own, like, it's going to happen, right? That they'll see something on Twitter, for example, or on social media, or maybe it's just a very, very vague, reference or something on an article, and then they're like, told you it's happening, it's definitely happening. And then they go and tell someone that. And then that person tells someone that, and then before it's like Chinese whispers, and Bellingham signed last week, but it hasn't been announced yet, and all that nonsense. So the reason for the video, really, initially, is to tell you, just be cautious, right? Because we're in that wishing stage now. This doesn't happen at the beginning of a window, right? The summer window, it doesn't. You get people that want things to happen. But we're at that stage now where everyone's like, they're so like convinced that this is going to happen, right? It could fucking happen. No one says it couldn't. But you can tell between who's saying what and who's not saying what, right? And I saw something retweeted, because I don't follow any of this shit, right? I follow something retweeted by one of you fucking idiots the other day, right? And that's wishing it to happen. And it said that Liverpool Football Club have held talks with Dortmund, right? They've held talks with Dortmund. And Liverpool Football Club have held talks with Jude Bellingham as well. And they all want it to happen, kind of thing, right? Then came the disclaimers, right? But the fee, the fee could be a problem, right? And then it could happen. This is the end of the thing. I mean, it's common sense. I say it, but it's just so fucking funny, these people. And then it was like, but I'm not saying it could happen, but it could happen. I don't know. They put these like so vague. No one nails the colours to the fucking mast. Is what I'm trying to say with these fucking knob jockeys. There's always a disclaimer, right? And I'm always very suspicious of that. Do you know? And another thing is, I know people, right, and I mentioned one in a previous video today, that are very well connected to Liverpool Football Club, with the right people in the club, right? I'm talking about other people. I'm not even going to go into the people that I know. I don't even like using words like contacts and so on. I'm not even going to go into that, right? So I'm going to reference somebody else. And I know that person has a really good idea of what's going on in the club, and I can't verify or to you, or back up to you, or explain to you how they know that, because obviously they know someone or somebody, things, people, plural, let's not say one person, that is in a trusted position in the club. All right. Now, you could think now, well, if someone's in a trusted position, they're not very trustworthy, they're not that, but it's not that they go out and go, I want to tell you this, that, and the other. Sometimes people can just, like, in normal conversation, can just discuss things and not realise they're discussing them. Let's not get into that, fuck's sake. Right, so let's say this individual, they would know quite a lot of stuff that's going on at Liverpool Football Club, but they don't refer to themselves as a Twitter ITK. They're not trying to push betting affiliations on you or clickbaiting you with anything to a shitty blog or anything like that. Right, they're not coming out to you and saying, with massive announcement at 10 p.m. tonight. Who the fuck does that? Really? Right? If I know something, I'm fucking telling you, because I want to get it out before anyone else. It's to create, publicity and interest and get people all fired up and all that. And then, by the way, you can get a free £5 bet at Carol's. Right. So, I've known people for fucking decades, all right, that don't know as much as these so-called Twitter ITKs do, right? Do you know what I'm saying? 25 years I've done this shit. I don't even need to go into, the relationships that I have and have had over the years, all right? If you go to my Twitter profile, at Duncan Oldham, I don't think it even mentions Liverpool Football Club or KopTalk. I don't think it does. You'd have to have a look. Because I don't need to do that, guys, right? So, I'm not saying they're all a bunch of lying frauds, but they really are. But I just think that they throw that many things that they're going to get something right. And, if someone DMs me that I know, that I've trusted my entire time on the interwebs, right, and they tell me something, they don't need to go online and go, oh, guess what? They just tell me, say, Dunk, this is happening, right? Now, for example, I can't use that as an example. Let's just say that every single time a player is signed by Liverpool Football Club, something, someone at the club or a company or a contractor or something has to do something for that player and his family. It might be accommodation, it might be transport, it could be anything, right? And, over the years, I've had that kind of friendship with people, and I'll say, I've just done this for this player, right? That we've been thinking for months, it might be happening. It's like, there's no way out of that. It's not announced. He's like, no, I've just signed it. I've done it all for him. It's all done, right? But he don't go on Twitter and tell everyone out like that. Or give it the large, even under an alias. Do you know what I mean? So it's about who you trust and all that. And I just think that a lot of these people just want to mislead you. Do you know what I mean, guys? I mean, there's nothing wrong with putting a disclaimer in. I can say to you, well, I think we'll do this, but maybe it won't. That's common sense. That things can change. But so many people latch on to this. And I hate it, mate. I hate seeing people get exploited. I don't know if it's an age thing or what. I really don't. I really don't. And some people over the years would say to me, my haters over the years would say, well, you're exploiting people because you have a membership or you have, but I'm happy. I ain't bothered if I do KopTalk. I can go out and make more money online doing something else, right? Well, I am bothered not doing KopTalk because I do like it. But what I mean by that is, the day that people turn around and say, but we're not really, don't really give a fuck about your videos or your website, I'd go, all right, it's fine, I'll go and do something else. So but the people that appreciate it, that do trust me, right? they're quite happy to say, do you know what, I'm gonna support Dunk and his channel or his whatever, because this is my full-time gig. KopTalk's hardly got any advertisements if you go and look on the website, KopTalk.com. All right, there's not many on there. I turn down stuff every day, revenue opportunities. You know, I don't clickbait. I try not to clickbait. I'll have a giggle every now and then. I don't push any betting affiliations and stuff like that. I just want to survive, you know what I mean? So it's not that I'm trying to exploit anyone. She's trying to survive, you know? And I can just tell some ones you should maybe, like, you know, trust or pay attention to if you must insist on following these so-called Twitter ITKs are the ones that are not pushing commercial things on you. You know, not trying to, like, I don't know. I don't want to say, like, exploit. I used that word earlier, but, like, I don't know. There's not. I got to make money because I got to pay bills, you know, on the website, and I got to pay $300 a month to the government straight away just for running KopTalk, here, you know, and then another 100 or whatever to the accountant every month. So I've got to make money, you know. I've got to pay for all this shit. If I only had a Twitter account, right, which is free, why do I need to make money for my expense? You know, I don't know. All this is because I'm seeing so much Bellingham shit on there. That's all. It's doing me head in. That's all. You know what I mean? I don't want you guys to get fucking sucked in. That's it. I also like it. Simple as that. You know, and that's why I like our members website, because it's, you know, here we go. Join our members website if you want. No, not really. There's a lot of people on there that can't afford to be a member. But I let them be a member because it's community and we look after each other. Do you know what I mean? But no, I like it on there because it's more like more grown-ups, I think, and we won't have the Twitter nonsense on there. We just won't have it. And my own personal opinions about Bellingham is that I don't know. I think the Bellingham situation actually greatly influenced the Mo Salah outcome. Hang on. Mo Salah! As Fabrizio Romano would say. If you don't understand that, it doesn't matter. Ask in the comments, someone will tell you. I think that the Bellingham situation greatly influenced as to why Salah signed that deal. Because Liverpool were making it known that, you know, they were like toying with the idea of getting rid of Salah now this summer. You might not believe that, but they were. Cash in now kind of thing, and you know, we're going to take no shit kind of attitude, which Liverpool Football Club's great now when it comes to transfer negotiations. We used to be terrible years ago, didn't we, guys? And you know, I think that that's filtered through, you know, to the Salah camp, to what's he called, Rami Abbas. I always say run me a bath, Rami Abbas. Yes, run me a bath. Him, he's a fucking. Anyway, and I think they've gone, oh, you know what, we've got a good deal here, we better take it, because no one else is fucking offering it. Do you know what I'm saying? I really do think Liverpool Football Club pushed the Bellingham interest. You know, that like, well, you know, we could get rid of Mo this summer and we can go for Bellingham. You know, and I think that really, really filtered through. That's why I think Mo Salah signed his deal. I'm deadly convinced by that. Right? And I think Liverpool Football Club are absolutely interested in Bellingham. But the figures quoted are astronomical. I've seen figures quoted in excess of 100 million sterling, and that ain't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So you could, basically, this video should be wish for it as much as you want, but it ain't going to happen just because you want it to happen. And it's not going to happen just because some clown on Twitter is telling you it might happen, but it might not. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a difference between someone you trust saying that and someone that's just a fucking... I'm not even explaining. I'm not going there anymore. I just can't be doing with it when I see good people, good fans, right, reading some shite on Twitter and then relaying it back onto the members' website and us lot going, will you please knock that shite off? You don't believe that cocksucker, do you? Do you know what I mean? Knock it off. Just because you want it to happen, you just believe in any fucker now. I'm too old for this shit. Right? Look, I need aircon on in here. You know, I mean, I am a big lad, so I'm like hot most of the time. Well, you girls know I'm. Yeah, if you could read my fucking phone, fellas. Right, let's have a look. Let's get that fucking thing on. Oh, please, this way. Blow me over here. Right. I'm in a good mood. I'm enjoying making some videos today. I think that'll be it, though. I don't know. We'll see if we've got time. just be careful is all I'm saying to you. Just be careful. Never say never in football. You know anything can change at any time. And I'm sure there's a lot of nice people out there, right, that you follow and you think, well, they got that right. They got, yeah, well, you're fucking... fuck this shit. I can't be doing with it.